and David Long was born on March 27, 1990 in California. During his upbringing, he was raised by his mother and a man he believed was his biological father, but who was actually his stepfather until he was around 2 or 3 years old. His biological father passed away from cancer when he was a child. After his mother and stepfather's separation, he continued to live with his mother. In his early school years, he attended school in Orange County, California, but he moved to Europe with his mother during the 3rd and 4th grades due to her job relocation. They returned to the United States when he started the 5th grade, and he resumed schooling in Orange County. His stepfather passed away not long after their return to the U.S. According to his mother, he had a fondness for his stepfather, but his emotional reaction to the death was minimal. He chose not to attend the funeral. During his 6th and 7th grade years, he attended a private school in Orange County, where he faced suspensions for using inappropriate language and displaying disobedient behavior. After completing grades 8-10 in Orange County, he transferred to Newbury Park High School in Thousand Oaks, California, for his 11th and 12th grades. From a young age, Long was noted to have a serious demeanor, a temper, and a desire for control. His mother described him as both intense and funny, with a tendency to push teachers to their limits. There were instances of destructive behavior, such as breaking video game controllers in frustration and damaging the home's walls. He graduated from Newbury Park High School around 2007 or 2008, and he joined the United States Marine Corps in August of 2007 or 2008. His Marine training included physical fitness, tactics, and discipline. He served in Afghanistan from November 2010 to June 2011 as part of Operation Enduring Freedom. Despite showing some signs of destructive behavior and anger, he achieved the rank of corporal. Long married a woman named Stavroulet Zavarez during his time in the military, but they never lived together as a couple due to their geographical separation. They eventually divorced in November 2013. After his military service, Long attended California State University, Northridge from 2013 to 2016, majoring in athletic training. However, he didn't graduate due to a motorcycle accident that led to various physical and mental health issues, including adjustment disorder, PTSD, combat stress, and chronic pain. He sought assistance for these issues from friends, but not from the Veterans Affairs Department. Long's behavior became increasingly withdrawn, and he disconnected from friends around 2016. He expressed strong anger towards civilians, especially college students, believing they didn't understand his military experiences. He had contact with law enforcement in the past, but faced no charges. On November 7, 2018, Long entered the Borderline Bar and Grill armed with a handgun, ammunition, a knife, and smoke bombs. He carried out a mass shooting, targeting patrons inside the bar using smoke bombs for cover. The shooting resulted in multiple casualties and fatalities. During this period, Long entered an office near the reception desk at the main entrance and continued shooting as individuals fled the scene. Some patrons broke the bar's windows, enabling many to escape, while others sought refuge in an employee bathroom or the attic. Amid the shooting, Long received a phone call from a patron's mother who had escaped, and he also made several social media posts expressing his thoughts. Nearby California Highway Patrol officers who were conducting a traffic stop were quickly alerted to the shooting by fleeing individuals. They reached the bar's parking lot within a minute, joined 4 minutes later by Sergeant Ron Hellis from the Ventura County Sheriff's Department. Roughly 6 minutes after the shooting began, the 3 officers moved towards Long. Long was concealed in the front office of the Borderline and monitored the officers' approach through a live feed from the bar's exterior cameras displayed on a monitor. Sergeant Hellis and Officer Barrett entered through the main door, unaware of Long's exact position. Long observed their progress and prepared to confront them. 23 seconds after they entered, Long emerged by the office doorway and opened fire from a distance of 7 to 14 feet. Sergeant Hellis was shot 5 times, and Officer Barrett quickly retreated and fired back from the entrance's stairbase. Sergeant Hellis started to retreat, but fell as he moved towards the door. Despite being wounded, Hellis crawled outside the front entrance and continued firing towards Long. As he tried to stand, Officer Barrett unintentionally fired a shot that struck Hellis, proving fatal. Long stayed within the office, using his cell phone and placing items like handgun magazines, his phone, and a smoke grenade on a desk. At 11:30 p.m., Long called 911 from the office landline and remained on the line for 65 seconds without uttering a word to the operator. At 11:37, he ignited a firework and threw it outside the office, repeating this action 30 seconds later. At 11:38, he shot himself under the chin, ending his own life in the office. A SWAT team that entered at 12:13 discovered Long's lifeless body. Throughout the shooting, Long fired a total of 61 rounds, resulting in the deaths of 9 men and 3 women. Among the victims were 7 college students. A recent graduate, a bouncer named Sean Adler, a Marine Corps veteran named Daniel Manrique, a Navy veteran and survivor of the Las Vegas shooting named Telemachus Orfanos, and 54-year-old Sergeant Ron Hellis, who was close to retirement. They all sustained multiple gunshot wounds, and 1 victim was also stabbed. 16 others were injured, with only 1 being wounded by gunfire. A report by the Ventura County Sheriff's Office provided insight into the investigation regarding Long's actions and motivation. The evidence suggested that Long harbored strong resentment towards civilians and those unaffiliated with the U.S. military. However, the Ventura sheriff emphasized that the motive behind his disdain for civilians was never conclusively proven. PTSD was also considered a potential motive, but numerous behavioral scientists and clinical psychologists stated that it was premature to definitively attribute it as a factor in the shooting.